All right, good morning, everyone. Hello from Florence, Italy. I'm getting ready to go out with some girlfriends, and I have been reflecting on my summer vacation. We, of course, did a week in Puglia, we did a week in Croatia, and then I decided to do a week in Florence alone, which is relatively controversial considering that if I'm in Italy and my partner's in Italy, he typically wants me with him. We're kind of like peas in a pod when it comes to that. But I figured I would share with you all things that I do not like or appreciate or that frustrate me in Italy when it comes to doing events with groups, if that makes any sense. Now, I'm not sure if this is an outsider thing or if Italians just feel that my age or my culture or my race would not fit into what they have planned, but I'm never part of the plans. I am like never or rarely part of actually the planning of where we go, what we eat. It is one of the most frustrating things here. It's like the number one on my list because I am so used to being able to obviously control what I do. I'm an adult and I've been living on my own since I was 17. So the not being included into plans is the number one thing on my list. The next thing is, and it's not all situations, I will go ahead and preface that. It's not all situations, but I sometimes feel that people are being fake with me. I feel like there's a curiosity of the black girl that's coming around with the older guy, and we've been together now for almost 7 years. But I still think there is this type of fakeness that happens. And if there is like a complaint about something and I agree with it, I am the person who has had the problem. It's not that it's a problem that everyone else has had. It's, oh, Sam has had a problem. And it makes me and my partner, he has not, he actually, I can't say he has not. He has learned to, whether it's good or bad, to share it with me because I will move differently. And he knows, I think he knows they're fake as F as well. And the last thing is, after they've planned everything and then I realize that they're being fake with me, and I want to actually say this as well. I feel like I get more judgment because of our situation. Because he is Italian, I'm American. Because he's old, I'm young. Older and I'm young. Because he's he's white and I'm black. That type of thing, cultural, generational, all that stuff. I feel there's more judgment. And with that, I forever feel like I am a +1. Or most of the time, I feel like I am a +1. We do have a certain group of people who I just feel fantastic with, I enjoy being with, but I have this thing where I feel like I am just a +1, even though I have been around for a while. So those are a few things, and I think I'm gonna share with you all some of the stuff that frustrated me on the vacation, but that's enough. I think that's enough for right now. This is just the overall stuff that I don't like. Also, I want to say that, you have a lot of people who talk about living in Italy is so great and all this other stuff, which is, it is a cool place to live. There are a lot of benefits, but it's completely different when you live within Italian family and you are into actual Italian culture. A lot of Americans or a lot of foreigners move here and they live in their bubble. They live like, where they're not really interacting with Italians. I'm heavily interacting with Italians. I have stepchildren, technically. I have an older mother-in-law, which, as we know, mother-in-laws in general can be a lot, but older ones for sure are a whole nother ball game or whatnot, especially if you're like the second spouse or whatnot. So that I have a completely different experience from a lot of people because of that. So I wanted to preface that as well.